Any last traces of sleep that clung to my brain zipped away like so much space dust as horns blared. Val tipped our Lancer between a pair of skycabs. I'd never wanted to get to school more than I did at that moment, if I survived the trip. Val flew the small two-seater ship like we were the only vehicle in the Skyway, even though the morning commute crammed every lane with Lancers, cruisers, and tiny one-seater cyclopods. After we cleared the latest jumble Val ducked between, I yanked my hands off the dashboard before he saw my white-knuckled grip. 13 years of being his twin brother had taught me one important thing. Never let him get, or keep, the upper hand. Val laughed and sped up while I fought to keep my guts inside my body, leaning against the door. I pressed my forehead to the window and tried to take a couple of discreet breaths. I watched the fringe of red that marked Io's ascension as it crept above the outer edge of the colony ship. I pretended to inspect the energy shield around Jupiter Prime. We lived in the sphere-shaped first prime, the rest of the 10 primes radiating out from us like Saturn's rings. From the Skyway, I could look out across all the individually rotating sections of the ship. It was an amazing sight. This time, though, I shifted so I could keep a sidelong view of Val. Careful to keep my voice low and casual, I asked, "Hey, did you read the blast Drake sent out?" I was even more molten than the lazy rivers of lava swirling around Jupiter's core. I knew Val hadn't seen the blast. If he had, he would have gone nuclear long before now. Val's sharp "no" retorted in the small cabin like laser fire. Typical Val, already defensive, and he didn't even know what the blast was about. Then again, the message came from our cousin Drake, which always meant trouble. "Oh man, you're gonna implode." "What was it, Jayce?" Val ground his teeth. I heard the crunchy sound of his teeth turning to dust over the whine of the Lancer's hydrocore engine. When it came to Drake, Val only had one temperature, red hot. I could practically see the steam seeping out of his ears. "Well, you know how you told Sam about the jumps we went on?" "Yeah, but he promised he wouldn't tell." Val shot me a look, then glared out the windshield. His muscles along his jaw twitched. A skyguard pulled up beside us, the sleek black ship keeping pace, its brilliant blue sensors flashing along the side. The pilotless drones gave me the creeps. Dad called them flying guard dogs. He said they'd bite first and ask questions later. As fast as a solar flare, I keyed up my pilot code. "What are you doing? I'm flying," Val snapped. "You've already had all the demerits your license can handle this semester. I, on the other hand, have none." Finished, I leaned back and laced my hands behind my head. "Yeah, because you hardly ever fly, Nebula Head." He shoved my shoulder hard enough my head bonked against the window, but I laughed along with him anyway. "Whatever you have to tell yourself," I grinned as Val tightened his grip on the flight yoke.